Good morning and half a day. It is a sunny, beautiful day in San Diego. Not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was super rainy, cloudy, cold. And today, some nice warm sun. I'm gonna go learn about some California history. I went to elementary school here, 3rd grade to 8th grade, elementary, middle school. My dad was in the Navy. We lived in 2 bases in California, and I learned a lot about California history. I think around 3rd or 4th grade, we learned about this thing called the California missions. They are primarily, mainly churches that were used as hubs to spread Catholicism to the Native Americans in California. Nowadays, most of the cities that you see now, big cities, have sprung up because of the missions that were there. San Diego, San Francisco, San Jose, Los Angeles, there's one in Monterey, San Luis Obispo, Oceanside, you name it. There's a total of 21, I believe, and I remember doing reports on one of them. I forget which one, to be honest, but I know we had to build a diorama and stuff in like the 3rd or 4th grade. But I'm finally living in a place that actually has one. And it's the very first one. Mission San Diego was the very first mission set up by Junipero Serra. And I'm going to go check it out. I've actually never really been to one. I saw the one in Santa Barbara, but I never went inside. But today, I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to go inside and let's go see some history. hope you guys enjoyed the little montage I had of me walking through the mission grounds, I guess. I gotta say that it was great. Like being in that church, knowing the history of the church is awesome. If you're religious, especially if you're Catholic, it's a really nice thing to be a part of something historical. I've been to St. Peter's Basilica. I've been to the Notre Dame in Paris. I've been to a lot of old churches, and even something small like the San Diego Mission is still, I don't know, you can feel, it feels super holy, spiritual, something. But a couple things that I want to talk about that I didn't really address in the montage. Number one is, it's not free to go through the mission. It's, I think for adults it's like a $5 fee, and I'm not sure, there's a different age group for students and then there's a different age group for seniors, so I'm not too sure, if it's on the website or not, so you might have to double check. Also, when you buy a ticket, you actually get a couple things. You get some informational stuff. So you have they gave me this little printout of all 21 missions, and like in the order of them of the founding. So that's this. They also gave me this nice little pamphlet here. There's also a map with the grounds that kind of tells you everything you need to know about what you're looking at, where basically everything is on the grounds. So cool thing is, this is actually still a church, so I did get some of their parish information. So we're still looking for churches in the area, and maybe this will be our new home parish. It's not that far away, but we'll probably stop in for a Sunday mass and see how it is. Inside of where you buy your tickets is in the gift shop, and in the gift shop they have a bunch of stuff if you're looking for any kind of Catholic pins, pendants, crosses, things like that. They have that in there. I wanted to get something to sort of commemorate the visit, and I got a pretty cool coin. It has Saint Junipero Serra on the front, and then a mission on the back. So it's pretty cool, pretty interesting souvenir. So they also have a bunch of other things in there, so if you want to go check it out, you can just go into the gift shop and take a look around. There isn't a real tour, and they gave me a printout of what to look at when you actually go through the church and the grounds. So this was pretty cool. If you want a copy of this, just let me know. I hope I put the labels inside of the video, so I hope you saw that. And so what did I think about it? What did I think about the mission? It's the couple of things that are very surprising, or a lot of the interesting things I learned while walking through, is that one, that mission and the site of that mission is not the original. It was actually 6 miles towards the coast, but I guess the priests were not getting along with the soldiers and decided to move inland to where it is now, so it can be closer to the Native Americans, which they were trying to convert to Catholicism. Number 2 is that there's a statue of Junipero Serra inside of the garden, and that is his actual height. He was only 5'2", very small man. And I think each mission has a copy of that statue, which was very interesting. And then number 3 is that some of the missions were used as forts during the Civil War, and were used as forts after the Spanish-American War, and then it was returned, I think during the Civil War by Abraham Lincoln. They actually have a letter from Lincoln, but it's in the parish archives, which I thought was awesome. So there's a lot of history and a lot of things that I learned that I didn't remember going through elementary school history classes. So other thing too, if you want, you can talk to the ladies in the gift shop. I forgot her name. really nice lady, helped me with a lot of information, told me a lot about the history, and if I had any questions to come ask her. But after the tour, I had a very good idea of what everything was about, so I didn't ask her any more questions. But she was great. Staff there was awesome, so they were very helpful, very knowledgeable. So if you visit one, make sure to ask the staff about some of the history questions you may or may not have, or you may have, I'm sorry. But yeah, the missions were very controversial, and even though they're controversial, there's still a lot of history to be learned, especially about the area. Like I said in the intro, or the beginning, a lot of the bigger cities in California sprang up around these missions, so they're sort of the base for a lot of the cities here in California, which is cool, which is very unique. And it has, like, even though California was settled by the Spanish and not the, I guess, Americans in the East, there's still a lot of history. So thanks for watching. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you can, and don't forget to lift heavy and level up.